Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's gist is about actress Empress Njamah. And the thing is, some days ago a video was posted on actress Empress Njamah's Instagram page about her getting engaged, and a lot of people took to a comment section to congratulate her, while some dismissed the post and said her account was hacked. Few days after, a chat and a voice record of her supposed fiancé was posted, where the guy talked about how Empress was the woman he was supposed to marry, and that he found out she was cheating and has been using the money she has been getting from him to fund the other guy. He further said he seized Empress's international passport because Empress is owing him $450,000 and that she planned to run to America, and that he's going to report her to every necessary agencies. In the video, while Empress on the other hand made a video, and in the video she revealed a lot of things. In her words, she said, and I quote, "I'm doing this video to clear the air and to save a lot of women." She claimed she is a victim and that it is not easy to tell the story, especially in a society where a lot of people will only criticize you and say all sorts of things. She continued by saying she's encouraging women to speak up if they ever find themselves in such situation. She said she's a victim of blackmail and she's thankful that she is alive. And she further explained how she met this guy who came into her life at a vulnerable moment, which was the period when she lost her friend, another popular actor, Hada Ame. According to her, they were talking over the phone, that is herself and the guy. They were talking over the phone for a while, and that the guy promised to stay with her, like a kind of a promise to stay with her since she just lost her very close friend. But in her words, she said she didn't know the guy was gathering tools to use against her, and that after he laid hands on a naked video, he changed and started hitting her. And when she said she couldn't do it, he blackmailed her with the naked video that the guy has, and told her she wasn't going anywhere. In the video, she further explained that the guy would beat her anytime, lock the doors and keep the keys in his pocket, and that all of this was happening in her own house, in her home, because the guy has been cohabiting, the guy has been staying with her. That when the guy got to Nigeria, which means the guy is probably not a Nigerian. Some people think the guy is not a Nigerian because the guy said it in one of the chats that because he is not a Nigerian, that Empress thinks she can use him the way she has been using other guys. So according to Empress, when this guy got to Nigeria, he lied to her and claimed his possessions were stolen and that he needed the lawyer because he had gotten into trouble. She said she took him to her home in Abuja and they started living together. Now at this point, this is where a lot of people think she made a mistake. Like, you actually accepted a stranger into your home, you were cohabiting with someone just because he probably promised to be by your side or because he promised you marriage. But now this is not even the time to judge, because no one will watch that video and would not pity Empress. So in the video, she continued to say that she became a shadow of herself and that her social life was no longer there and that there was nothing to post on social media, and that those who know her very well and the way she lives her life would notice that there is something wrong with her. And she said the guy wrecked her, finished everything, and that she also noticed the guy had videos of other women and their chats too, including her colleagues, which she did mention and which she knows they won't be able to speak out, according to her. She mentioned that as much as she takes her birthdays serious, that her birthdays are not a joke, is not a joke to her. She said this year's birthday is the worst in her entire life because on that day the guy beat her up like he always does and broke her TV, and that whenever he does this, he would take her to the hospital. And she said her family noticed she wasn't fine, but she couldn't tell them anything, especially her mom. And that when her family came to the house to ask her if she's really fine, after they left, the guy beat her up and accused her of calling her family, and that there is nothing her family can do, and claimed that whatever her family might want to do, he is 10 times ahead of them. Then she explained that 2 weeks ago, which was the stroke that actually broke the camel's back, she said he beat her up again, and when they got home from the hospital, she was able to run away from the house, which is her house. And she explained that the guy got her a ring and forced her to do a video, which the guy posted on Empress's page, because according to her, the guy has all the passwords to all her social media accounts and even her iCloud, and that the guy changed her password, logged her out of all her accounts, and that she ran away and saw a malam whose phone she borrowed to call her brother, who picked her up from the hospital. She said the guy took her car, her passport, and all of the money she has left, and that 2 bags of her valuables are with the guy, and that the guy kept sending threats to her, telling her she would show the world, and that he has been sending messages to people, and that if she ever has access to her page, she would let everyone know. But at this point, she's not the one handling her page because the guy has access to every of her accounts. She concluded by saying she is fine, and at this point she broke in tears. She cried and she said she would be fine because she has her family and friends around and they're with her. At this point, it seems confusing though, because no one knows who is telling the truth between the two of them. But the fact is, at a point when this guy was in one of the voice recordings of this guy actually admitted that he slapped Empress, which means for him to have admitted that he has slapped her before, probably has been beaten her and eaten her, just like Empress said. So guys, we are not yet done with this, because after this, the guy still made a video of himself and recording and telling Empress that Empress think is threatening her, that he has a lot of things in stock for Empress, and Empress is not even seeing what is coming at her. And a lot of people have called for this guy's arrest, and I think the needful will be done. So guys, that is it on Empress today. We'll see again in another video, and do not forget to hit on the subscribe button for the latest entertainment gist. Bye guys.